That if you wanted to give farmers loan, why can't you use what we call asset debentures? What farmers only have is the farmland and your produce. But they want you to bring a collateral, maybe a property that worth a whole lot that which farmer does not really have. Are you telling me that the rural farmer should go and be bringing a house in a Koi where they don't live?
So what if he defaults on payment?
Default of payment have to come with the conditions of the loan. See, giving out the loan is not just about, okay, I give you a loan, go and use it. What about the condition that is attached, like the infrastructure we are talking about? Because by the time they give you a loan, they are not going to factor the amount of diesel you are going to be using, the security that we're talking about, water, you have to provide water for us. We have water surrounded, we are surrounded by water, but you cannot even open your tap and get water from the government. So these are the problem that most of the people default on the loan or cannot even be able to get this loan. And what happens at the end of the day, if the real farmer cannot be able to meet up with the condition given to them, it went to the political farmers. And that's why I said that we have never have a people-oriented policy. This is a policy designed for them, and it's a policy that is designed to fail.
So now we have a government at hand that is diversifying the economy into agriculture, largely. Would you say the diversification into agriculture has worked for our people?
It's a question to the masses to answer. Because if you cannot be able to feed your nucleus family like 3 square meals today, so what are we diversifying? If you cannot feed ourselves in the country, can we export? We cannot do that. A lot of some of the food stock will have been cheaper if we have a proactive government that really put to consideration that the will is there. Yeah, I cannot say the political will is not there because they're in power. Because I was of the opinion that was a time we set up an agenda that, listen, they do it everywhere in the whole world to subsidize whatever the farmers are producing. Whenever the farmers produce, bring it to your political zone or to your senatorial district. That way you have a cluster of farmers. Bringing their produce there, you have a processing plant there that does not cost much to the government. You lease it to the people. By the time the farmer dropped their goods, they went back to the farm, you pay them off.
Are farmers going back to the farms now, considering that, especially in the Middle Belt, yes, which is thought to be the food basket of the country, especially Benue,
yes,
and the attacks by herders there, are the farmers getting back to the farms?
They are not really getting back to farm, and that's why I said that if a region is having a problem, what is wrong to develop another regions? Because when we talk of Middle Belt, we talk of Northeast, all those places have been displaced through the Boko Haram and the herdsmen. But what about in the Southwest? We have not really faced their challenges. So what about the governors of all the Southwest? Why can't they come together to be able to feed this a whole lot of population that is spreading? Another problem our government keep on having, they don't even know how many Nigerians are. They don't even know. Before the independence, we used to be between 40 and 45 million. Look at population today, it's over 200 million, unless we are deceiving us. And when was the last time we did the statistics? When was the last time we took the population
Would the population
data?
census help?
It could help if we're able to get adequate one. The United Nations was able to help, but the money they said they could even get this data out, we are talking of billions of dollars. And the government are not ready to spend it. But without knowing the accurate number of people that they are going to feed, we keep on having the same problem. It's like in your family, if you have a family of 4, you will know how to prepare within a week that, okay, today if you eat this. But Nigeria does not even know the number of people they have. So with the leaders we have so many wastage in the system. And some of this money could be channeled into agriculture if it is true that we are diversifying economy. You say you are diversifying economy, and we have not even been able to mechanize some of this agri sector we are talking about. We are not mechanized.
Is food going to get more expensive considering the adverse effects of the weather that we've had with floods here and there?
Definitely.
Is food stuff going to get more expensive?
It even affects my own farm. It affects so many farmers because of the flooding, because of the climate change. And this is what we'll be expecting the government to really prepare. But we're not prepared for any crisis in this country. It's when it happens, that's when we started running head-scatter. It affected so many farmers. Even in Kebbi, we are going to have problem with rice, because some of their rice farms was flooded. Even in Lagos here, that grew vegetables. It really affected. So, and do we have storage that we could have stored some of these, the post-harvest we have before. We don't have the storage facilities. This is what now I will advise the government, if they will listen, that we need to pump money into irrigation because dry season is coming. It's fast approaching. So we need to invest on irrigation. That way we can be able, whatever we lost during the rainy season, we can be able to regain back during the dry season.
But can Fadama farming, can it sustain, is it sustainable to that extent that you talk about, to try to see that we create a buffer that is able to absorb the shocks that we're going to experience?
There's nothing impossible in Nigeria. There's nothing impossible in Nigeria because we have the best land. We have one of the best land in the whole world, and we have the map and we have the money. All what we need to do, we'll be talking about tractors. That's why I said that we need to go mechanization. We'll be talking about tractors. How many tractors do we have in these states? Each local government is supposed to have at least 10 tractors if we are really serious about diversifying for our economy. I have over 100 acres of land in Lagos. I don't have a single tractor. If you go to the government today, they say there's none. And these are the things that the government are supposed to assist with the farmers. You understand what I'm saying? So without all these modern tools, modern equipment, youth will be disenfranchised from coming to agriculture, and we need to bring youth into this thing. Because if you go to the rural areas, 80% of whatever the food we are eating today come from the rural area, and 60% are dominated by women. So what do you really have to really cushion the effect of all these rural farmers? And everybody is talking about politics.
But are the youths, permit me to just comment, are the youths encouraged enough, especially with the government's diversification into agriculture? Are there more participation of youth coming into that space?
A lot of people wanted to come in, but they don't even know how. The training is not there. That's why I keep on saying that capacity building is very, very important. A lot of people want to go into agriculture, but they don't.